Welcome everyone! If you are playing the wildcard, you are at the right place. I'm all dressed up with the suit and everything because this is a really exciting wildcard that I will be building. I have been in this game for many times, many years. So without further ado, let me share my screen and let's go with this wildcard step by step. I'm going to start first at goal. Ward has to be on your bench. He's proven he's delivering a lot of points lately. He has a Wolves game. I'm an owner. He already got me 9 points last game week, even 3 bonus points, so he is good for the bench. At first choice keeper, I was thinking between Kepa, between Pickford and Raya. I went with Raya because in all the next 3 fixtures, I think he can get all of the 3 clean sheets. And then in game week 16, he plays a game Manchester City away. That's a difficult one, but I see a huge potential in these next 3. Alternatively, you can get Pickford. He is good. His confidence is really high, but I'm worried about the state of the Everton defense. And also, Kepa's fixtures are difficult. They play. I'm a Chelsea fan. They play Newcastle, Manchester United, so they could concede. They also play, I think, Arsenal. So Kepa is also an option. So I'm not really super confident. But if I was wildcarding, I would have picked Raya here. If you prefer Pickford or Kepa, then be my guest. Then on defense, of course, you have to have Cancelo. He's all the time present for Manchester City, the best defense. He can do attacking deliveries. I don't need to spend a lot of time there. His attacking stats are not that good this year. He has 2 shots on target and 2 goals. But when Walker is injured and Akanji plays on the right, looks like he has the more freedom to go in attack, so that's why I will go with him. Other than that, Trippier was amazing. He's delivering every week. Newcastle really improved. He's on set pieces. That I think there is no point in elaborating a lot here. He's the great pick. I got him on my wildcard and I'm super happy. He's delivering points all the time. Then it's a little bit controversy, but I like Alexander-Arnold. If I'm on a wildcard, I will probably not bring him for a hit, but he has Nottingham Forest and Leeds, probably 2 clean sheets. He could get attacking returns. He got 2 bonus points against West Ham. He is back. He might be rotated for the next game when they play Nottingham Forest because he's just back from injury. But that's the risk that I'm willing to take, and I will closely monitor the team news because there is an early kickoff this time, and Liverpool are the first team that are playing, and usually from time to time we can get those team news early and we will know whether Alexander-Arnold is starting. If not, if he's starting, that I would put him into the first 11. If we get news that he's not starting, then I will put him on the bench. If we don't get news, then I will put him first sub. And that's why I'm going with Ben White from Arsenal. Arsenal are amazing. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't get 4 or 3 clean sheets in the next 4. They are attacking. They are not that are attacking away. 3 of the next 4 are away. So I like really Ben White. He's amazing, and he will be on my bench. And if Alexander-Arnold is not actually playing in this game week 13, I will put him into my first squad. Next is Bueno. He's 3.9 player who I expect from him to continue starting. The temporary manager of Wolves has been confirmed and that he will stay till the end of the season because nobody wants to get the job. And he was a replacement for Johnny. He had an amazing game week. Their features are great and he's great for the bench. It's money saving machine, and if some of these guys gets injured, you have a perfectly viable sub to play. Then it's one controversial Saka. Saka is on penalties. Arsenal have great fixtures. He's the best footballer there, I presume. However, he is a doubt. If you get news that he's doubt, then you can play Ben White and bench him. Or alternatively, I really like Odegaard as 1 week punt. So I would get Odegaard this game week and upgrade Saka if need. Odegaard has amazing stats. He's a great differential, so I really like him as a punt. Next is Bowen. I know he missed a penalty against Liverpool. People are not happy with him, but the next 3 or 4 at home, and he's scoring at home all the time. They're becoming better and better in offense. I think in Europa League they're safe, so I would pick Bowen for 8.2 million. I think he's a decent pick. Then it's Foden, of course, probably the best value player in the game, the top scoring midfielder, even without one game week, so I wouldn't spend a lot of time here. You have to have him. The next decision is whether you should go with Salah. I decided against, because if I'm playing the wildcard, I know Salah has great fixtures, but he's not the captain. I would go without Salah at this point in time. I will keep Andreas on the bench. He's a great bench option. One more thing back on Saka, if you might not be able to afford this, you can go with Odegaard instead of Saka, but I think almost everyone will be able to afford this. Alternatively, you can downgrade White to a cheaper, someone like a Neco Williams, and you will be able to afford this. Then it's Martinelli. No point talking a lot here. He's amazing, but I'm considering going without him for my team and going Odegaard instead, because Odegaard is 6.4 and he's more direct, more goal scoring, and his differential, it's a risky punt. So if you want to risk, if you're chasing, I wouldn't mind that pick and that punt, but Martinelli is the safer choice. In attack, I'm going with Darwin. I know his rotation risk, but his XG is amazing. He's almost 1.0 per 90. So he is not the best finisher, but they play Nottingham Forest, Southampton, I think Leeds or Southampton at home. So I would punt on him and go with him. I think Darwin is a great punt to have, and I'm not going with Salah. Instead, I'm going and spending those money on Alexander-Arnold and on Darwin. I think it's good to chase holes in these 4 game weeks, because this is a short-term wildcard, not a long-term, and that's why I like this game week. This way of playing. Of course, Haaland, it's a must. He will be the captain all the time. I wouldn't like to spend a lot of time talking. And here is the differential. I'm going Tony. He has amazing fixtures. I think he will score. And here is also a punt. I'm selling Mitrovic because he has Manchester United and Manchester City. And I think Tony will potentially outscore him. This is a so-so pick. So if you cannot afford this team, you can go with Mitrovic and then sell to Tony. That's perfectly fine. But Mitrovic has Manchester United and Manchester City, so I think maybe try going ahead the curve. But for those managers that are willing to stick with Mitrovic, is perfectly fine with me. So let's do some planning. This is how the team will look like in game week 13. I think almost everyone will be able to afford this team. I can afford this team easily. This 0.2 is because I had Martinelli late and it's not accounted for the Foden price rise. So this would be, Andreas will be on my bench and White will be the first defender to be subbed in. So because the way the game is played, if one of these defender is injured, Andreas will not in. So you might need the 4th defender. That's why I'm going with this approach. And also if Tony gets the 5th yellow card, I can go with this. So Andreas will be first on the bench, Haaland will be captain, and I will be going with Darwin as the vice captain. Next, and I will play Raya at goal. Probably Raya, but I will see who is the new manager of Aston Villa, so maybe you can keep word, but I will play Raya because he has better save potential, in my opinion. Then it's next game week. Again, Raya has Wolves. That's why I like him, and Ward has Manchester City. 3P Alexander-Arnold Cancelo, and you can bench Bowen and play White at home at Nottingham Forest. I like this approach. The team is really strong. Foden, Saka and Martinelli against Nottingham Forest. Triple Arsenal, triple City. Darwin will be again the vice captain, and Tony home to Wolves. Andreas is home to Everton. You can have Mitrovic here. So this is without any transfers, and this is 61 points projected, so I'm really happy with that because FPL.team is really conservative in this projection, so 61 is amazing. Then in next game week I have 2 free transfers, and I have Arsenal midfielders playing away to Chelsea, and also Darwin playing against Tottenham, so I can bench White again and give Bowen a chance, and I can promote Bueno as the first on the bench, so I can have Andreas second on the bench. Again, it's Haaland captain. That's why we went with Tony, because Tony has Nottingham Forest in this game week, while Mitrovic has Manchester City. So you can make this transfer, but the problem is that the next game week Tony has Manchester City away, so you would need to spend 2 transfers. And this time of the year, it's a punt city. You have 2 free transfers and you can do a lot of punts, whatever you like. So you can see that there are really interesting options. Manchester United is having great games. They are playing Aston Villa and Fulham. So, and Newcastle are playing Southampton. So probably we already have West Ham and Bowen. So probably here I would be tempted to sell one of Saka and Martinelli. Probably Martinelli. Because I like Saka because he's on penalty, but we don't know. Alternatively, Alexander-Arnold, I will keep him because he's Southampton. I would like to get Rashford here. So also if you're not happy with Darwin, you can sell him. But Tottenham and Southampton, it's perfectly fine with me. So I can go get Rashford here. He has Aston Villa. And the second transfer could be saved or do a punt. I really like to go in game week 16 with 2 free transfers and do another 2 punts. So here I can go from Tony to someone from Liverpool, maybe get Firmino here because they will play Southampton at home, and the second transfer would be spent anywhere. You can even sell Trippier and downgrade him. You can even downgrade Saka, so I think people will be able to afford. There are a lot of options. Here you can go with someone like Skamaka, if he is an option then. He plays Leicester at home, so I would be really happy with this squad, and also I will have another free transfer. So I'm really flexible and I can do a lot of punts. So I'm really happy with this squad. Let me know what you think. It's 1 million. I'm going against Salah because I'm not going to captain him. I'm going against Kane, but also if you want, you can bring Kane in game week 14 and 16. Also you can bring Perisic in game week 14 and 16. You can go punt City and go with Doherty instead of White. That's also alternative because Doherty also has decent game weeks. He will be probably benching Newcastle, but against Bournemouth and Leeds he can do a lot, and that will allow you to get Jesus advance. So that is one of my dilemmas. Let me know what you think. Good luck in this game week and wishing you great 4 weeks. Bye. Yoo-hoo! Let me share my face. Bye. Good luck, guys. Thanks. Subscribe and like. I'm doing all this video. I'm even fancy with some fancy clothes for this wildcard. So I hope you appreciate it and see you soon. Bye.